Let's stay at the World Economic Forum as South Africa has vowed to confront the concerns investors are raising in Davos. The South African delegation, led by President Jacob Zuma, says it welcomes opportunities to engage opinion makers directly.
With day 2 of Davos 2015 in full swing, South Africa's message more emphatic. President Zuma continued to woo investors politically and economically, meeting New Zealand Prime Minister John Key and the head of Goldman Sachs, Richard Nord. Also, a platform for investors to ask the tough questions. The violent mining protests on Rustenburg Platinum Belt still fresh in many people's minds.
There are concerns with regards to things relating to our labor issues in South Africa. And one thing that we could actually, if you were here yesterday, you would have heard also the chief executive of Lonmin saying, had it not been for the well-developed industrial relations policy and mechanisms in South Africa, that company would be no more today.
With load shedding inevitable, energy remains a major concern. Stricter visa requirements also feature prominently. Government says it's not shying away from these issues.
So that seems to be a burning issue, especially from people who are in the tourism sector. They are observing a lot of cancellations of tourists to South Africa because of that. So this is not the first time this issue has been raised. About 2 months ago, business in South Africa have raised this during the Presidential Business Working Group. So as a government, we're going to be looking at that with Home Affairs, so that noble as they might be, those regulations, but we need to mitigate the negative consequences of that so that we should not lose out onto this tourist market, as we know that tourism is one of the biggest job creators.
EU countries account for the highest number of visitors to our shores. The Eurozone remains an important partner for South Africa. South African delegation has undertaken to address real concerns raised by business leaders here. They say this will regain confidence from the investors. Mzwandile Mbethe, SABC News, Davos, Switzerland.